Hello, I'm Langdon Crawford. These are the MIDI AirGuitars one-stream mapping. This demonstration is to show how they are able to control standard software synthesizers, but they are also backwards compatible with the old airband MIDI AirGuitar patches that required the two connections. This one actually has one connection going from the right hand into the left hand, and then from the left hand into the computer. I have two softwares running right now. One is Magosm-SP running the old AirGuitar patches and a couple new Mag OneStream patches, and the other software is Mainstage, which is running some software synthesizers and a drum patch. So these, the MIDI AirGuitar got its name from the way I first wanted to play the thing, which was to make a strumming gesture in the air and get a guitar sound. The MIDI AirGuitar one-stream mapping is specifically designed so that I can control any hardware synthesizer or soft synth in this case by connecting directly to the device. There's no translation software that analyzes the button presses and accelerometer readings and turns them into MIDI notes or triggers or events. All of that mapping takes place on the firmware inside of this device. So this instrument is for playing rhythms, repeating rhythms. So first I have to tap out a tempo. I can control timbre with tilt. And I have some effects controls with the thumbs. Now, once I started controlling kind of standard software synthesizers, I was still looking for sounds that I could only really get, that I knew of very efficiently with programs that, like Magosm-SP, for example. You know, I might not be using a sound that a lot of other people would be excited about, but it's strange and it excites me in some ways. It's also dynamic in the sense that I have effects that I'm going to be changing the effects parameters in real time. Now back to the kind of rhythmic music front. I, for a long time, have been working with this hand being the articulation and this hand being the selecting of pitch classes, maybe this hand starting an event and this hand filtering it. But for drums, that kind of mapping didn't make sense, so I had to come up with a very different way of thinking about how to get the notes or the samples that I wanted. So in the case of the drums, I thought, hey man, there are 16 pads on a lot of drum interfaces, and I have 4 buttons on each finger set, so I could have one button being the first row, and then the 4 buttons here selecting from that row, and then the next row, and then the next row, and so on. If I'm going for the polyphony that I think I need for drums, I should be able to combine any of these keyings and get unique sounds and samples on top of each other. Let's see if this is working out. So in this case, now I can tap this at any point and I might not get a sample. It's only when the rhythm actually allows me to play the sample that I get it, which keeps me in time a little bit. go faster.